Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. To throw, Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This complete to the former Longhorn, Marcus Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Now Gordon on 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Skate situation. Let's go. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. This complete to Jones. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Kill. Shift. Hurry.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Shit. Check. Crunch. Check. Lucky. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shit. Up. Flare.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Come off the ball. Hey, 133. 56. Point it right.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing, Bridgewater.
You ain't going nowhere.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Bridgewater on the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Right there, 56. Watch the run, watch the run. Pick the edge. Come, regular. Alert. My touch.
On second and 7, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
I'm here all day. Hatchet. Slam. Hurry. My touch.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
180. Up. Check the out. Mike 56. Hurry. Stay with your man. Shoot. Check 43.
From the 31, Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, look, 3. King. My touch.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Double time, double time. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Alert, 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 alert.
Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Check, 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 check.
A give running right is Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Run, run, run.
Safe. Switch, switch. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
SOS, SOS, SOS. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's
Hey,
coming.
alert 33.
He's checking.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Up, up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double
wide, get wide. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Check 15. Check. Run. Watch twitch.
First down, here's White. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Switch. Check nickel.
Regular.
Now Chubb running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Run.
56 to Mike.
Five.
Let's go deep, tighten up. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Right. Alert.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Play 56, Mike, 56. Watch the slant.
Hey, Delta.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Regular.
Check 31.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Watch it. Safety's creeping.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry.
Switch. Watch the edge.
Kings. Watch that.
And again, it's Chubb. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Let's see what you got. Check 24. Shoot.
Watch that.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Hurry.
Mike's 56.
Pistol. Hurry.
Show it up.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Just like that.
Hurry.
Mike 56. Here we go.
Alert. You drop. Watch that.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds P-Ryan out of the backfield. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the screen.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Set, 180. Hey, alert 33.
Check back. 56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hurry. What's that?
Mayfield now from the 50. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 56. Mike.
Alert.
All day, baby. All day. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming for you, son.
What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter three.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big three-point play right there, couldn't it?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Give them 32 on the play.
Check three.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, watch it. You go tight.
Hey, alert 33.
You go tight right there.
What's that?
On the carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Right there, 56. Here we go.
Up.
Check 9. Check hot route. Hot. Check 3.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Under 10.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Chubb. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike's 56. Blue down. Kill. Shift. Switch.
Regular.
Now a carry for Perine. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Kings.
I'm going from back to you.
Hey, exit.
56, Mike, 56. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
from the 36. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Check, crouch. Check, lucky.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Check 4. Kick that.
Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey. 4 down. Hatch it. Squeeze. Slam. Shoot. Switch. Same on. 3.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They go back to Gordon here on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
Gone. And this has been a presentation of the NFL. For more, check us out at EA Sports.